Hello, my wildlings, and welcome back to Turnabout in the Fast Lane. In the last episode, we began the trial of Flash Slothmore, who is, of course, innocent, and we intend to prove so. But that might not be too easy. But we'll see. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll work it out. I have time travel powers. It's fine. But we've just had a testimony from dear old Sky that isn't too helpful to us, but we'll try and poke a few holes in it.
Well, this case seems as clear-cut as they come.
If it's as clear-cut as you say, then I have to ask the prosecution something.
A question?
But ask away, Fraulein. What part confuses you? According to the testimony just now, the defendant was reportedly drunk. And actually, I can confirm that he was pretty gone. Actually, he was so drunk I imagine he'd have a hard time driving anywhere. So how could he have made it all the way to the DMV in such a state? Despite his unfortunate state, it is not impossible for one so inebriated to complete such a task. Supporting that is Mr. Slothmore's own recorded skill as a driver. Huh? The defendant would take the vehicle to several rally events all over the country. He is also on ZPD record for several speeding violations. Violations where, despite his high speeds, he never once hit another car or even a street lamp. Be it blind luck, skill, or a mix of both, it is entirely possible for the defendant to have reached the DMV. Oh, I see. Objection withdrawn? I don't think you needed to add that part. I never knew Flash had been pulled over before. With a car like his, I can't say I'm surprised. Is somebody jealous? No, Wait, how did you turn this back around on me?
If the defense is done with its questions and car envy, we should continue. Unless there are any more objections?
Not right now, Your Honor. The defendant was fully capable of driving to the DMV, and it was his car used. He is the prime and only suspect.
Indeed. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Cross-examination? The rundown. Okay, as the prosecution stated, it occurred 2 days ago late at night. Alright, press that. I remember seeing him before the incident happened, but he showed no sign of a murderous intent. It may be as you say, but how can you be so certain? What do you mean? I suppose we shall see, Fraulein. Continue, witness. The defendant had just come home from a night out at a nearby bowling alley. I can confirm that. I was there after all.
The art of throwing a ball into a bunch of pins. I don't know why everyone does it underarm. I find overarm much more effective. I've even broken a fair few pins in my time. That cost me a lot of money. I was quite the champion back in the day.
Really?
Oh, yes, I would just imagine the pins were my defendants. And the ball was my gavel, delivering a swift guilty verdict.
Please remember that this isn't a bowling alley, Your Honor. But still, there was nothing unusual about his behaviour. Have you willingly forgotten, Miss Sykes? Well then, let me remind you about the kind of night it was. A night out where he had been drinking heavily. Give the poor guy a break, he was going through a lot. Nevertheless, his judgment would have been impaired. And in his delicate state, it's not hard to imagine that he'd do something so foolish. How can you be so certain that his drinking would lead to murder? He wouldn't be the first killer created for excessive drinking, Fraulein. And if he was already in a weakened state of mind, the drink would only have made it worse. As an expert in psychology, you should be able to understand a weakened mental state like that. And just how it might lead a person to do something abhorrent. Yes, I suppose, you're right.
Continue, Agent Sky.
He was taken home by a friend at its conclusion. And that person is Finnick Fox, isn't it? Indeed it is. He was just helping his friend, and never knew of the deed that followed.
Finnick Fox, you say? My, that does bring back all sorts of memories. He was the defendant in a case I oversaw during my previous visit to Zootopia.
Yes, I think something might have been said about that. One of the boss's old cases. Nostalgia aside, Your Honor. After the friend left, he got into his car and drove to the DMV. And how do you know the car wasn't stolen? There was no sign of forced entry for one, and neither had it been hot-wired. That means the driver had the key. That's not good.
Well, I see. And where are these keys, Prosecutor Gavin?
We have yet to locate them, Your Honor. They were neither in the car nor on his person, so he may have lost them during his escape. More likely, they were taken by the true culprit. Yeah, but we have no way of proving that. No, but leave it for later. Listen to the rest of the testimony. While there, he saw the victim and hit her with the car. How can you verify that if nobody even saw the moment of impact? I'm afraid we can verify, Fraulein. But more on that later. For now, we should continue with our current performance. Wait, does that mean there was a witness? Well, there's the security footage, isn't it? DMV security footage shows Flash's car hitting the victim. The driver is a sloth, though unidentifiable. Nobody else can be seen. Well, there you go. Drat! I forgot about Priscilla. Oh yes, Priscilla said she'd seen. Oh. Ah. But she's the one I suspect is the murderer. I mean, it makes most sense to me. Anyway... He then made his escape. Oh, pardon me. He then made his escape, but not far enough to escape us. My client didn't kill anyone, so there was nothing for him to escape. Now, if only I could prove that. That does seem pretty clear-cut on the surface, but we do have another possibility to present, don't we? You've spotted something? I have. Run through the testimony again. Look for any foothold you can get. Right. I just need to show them... Finnick's testimony, I assume. He was out cold by that point, so I deposited him on the sofa. Alright, so that should be somewhere. Defendant had just come home. A night out with drinking heavily. He was taken home by a friend at its conclusion. After the friend left, he got into his car and drove to the DMV. Now that, I'm going to make a save file so I can travel through time, is where I think I need to present my evidence. Present. Haha. Hold it right there, Buster. I have a big problem with your testimony. I have simply stated everything known within the facts, Miss Sykes. Well, then I have a brand new fact to bring to light. Oh, well then, do enlighten us. What is your new fact? Your Honor, please have a look at this. But please do so in the next episode. And I'll see you all then. Goodbye, good night, and good luck.